So,
Always.
all right. All right. On to the next thing.
Yeah.
Qiddiya
I think that's
Qiddiya Buys Evo.
Qiddiya or something like that.
So this is a Saudi Arabia company, and they just purchased Evo. And obviously we've talked about Evo multiple times on this podcast, and we have a lot of in the FGC we have a lot of, the LBG. I always get
LBGTQ.
Yeah.
Community.
We have
Plus.
a lot plus. We have a lot of them in our FGC community. And they're very upset because we all know how the Saudis look at that stuff. So we have a lot of people in the community that are, that are gay and stuff, that like Sonic Fox. He's been very vocal about this. And I mean, he says he's still going to keep playing, but there is a lot of people that want to boycott Evo now because they don't know if they're going to be welcomed there.
Right. So I'm assuming they would move the Japan one now to Saudi.
No,
they're not. Okay.
No, the growing theory is they're going to add a Evo Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Because when Evo first started, it only took place in Vegas.
Right.
Well, the very first Evos, I believe, were in Southern California.
Yeah, I believe, yes.
But once it grew to, because the very first Evos was literally only Street Fighter.
Right.
Once it became a multi-game event, it was always Vegas.
Correct.
Then within the past few years, I say maybe the last 3 to 5 years, is when they started expanding to other cities.
Right.
Okay.
Evo Japan makes sense because Japan is probably the biggest fighting game country.
Yes.
In the world.
It depends on the game too. But I get what you're saying though. Yeah, for the fighting, yeah, absolutely.
For the most part, Japan has the largest per capita of fighting game, high level fighting game participants.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
So Evo Japan makes sense.
Yeah.
They were starting to move, like they're talking about Evo France, which I think is supposed to happen some point later this year. They were talking about Evo LA. The growing theory is there's going to be an Evo Saudi Arabia. But I don't even know if that makes sense because the Esports World Cup takes place in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
So you already have a major event in Saudi Arabia with the Esports World Cup. Unless you're going to combine them, I could see that happening where the Esports World Cup is just Evo Saudi Arabia. They just rebrand it. That can be done. But I just don't know how this is going to go over. Because in general, they have kind of like recently, while they don't like it, they've been accommodating to people. Like the Esports World Cup, they don't have a problem with you coming over, but they do have a problem if you outwardly show your, I don't want to say preferences, but whatever, whether it's that you're trans or you're gay or whatever it is.
Right.
When you outwardly show those things is when they start to have a problem. So it's kind of if you hide it, we don't care if you are, even if everyone knows you are, as long as you're not outwardly showing it.
Yeah. So I can see the problem there because then they're like, well, they're stopping us from being ourselves.
Yes.
But here's the thing, and this is me looking in as a casual, and I get there's a lot of LGBTQ plus people, but one thing we have to accept in today's world and is that money runs everything.
Correct.
And they have a lot of money in Saudi.
See, on that note,
that is the plus side.
Currently, that's a benefit. Because I could see, because we've talked about it before, that Evo is considered the largest fighting game tournament in the world. Evo Vegas, is considered the biggest one, but winning first place gets you like $20,000.
Yeah.
So I could see Evo Vegas next year being like, first place you get $150,000.
It'd probably be more than that, to be honest,
if not more.
Yeah.
Right.
So I could see that happening, But I can also see in a couple years if they're just like, we're done. Now it's dead. When they decide,
very much a possibility,
we're done throwing money at it not because of any type of fiscal reason, not because we're losing money or this, that, and the third. They could literally just be like, we're done, and it could be dead. Especially if they don't want to sell the name to anyone.
Right.
Like if they're like, we're done, and the original people of Evo who created Evo originally was like, okay, then let us buy it back from you. They could just be like, no.
Now, here's my question. So like we all watch wrestling.
Yeah.
And we seen they have shows in Saudi and stuff like that, especially WWE. It's a big thing with them now.
Yes.
And a lot of people have a problem with that.
Yes.
What about the women? So, like, I've noticed fighting game tournaments, people are wearing short sleeves and stuff like that.
Right.
The women aren't allowed to do that over there, correct?
The women, you are allowed to wear short sleeves and stuff, but, like, you're not allowed to have, like, halter tops and stuff like that.
Because, see, in WWE, they make them cover all the way up.
Yeah,
so I was wondering.
when they're performing,
Okay.
But when, like, they could walk around wearing this.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, how?
But like a big part of Evo is cosplay.
Oh yeah, that's just not gonna fly over there.
Yeah. That's not gonna fly over there. But my whole thing is, are they gonna enforce it here?
Right.
It's their company.
You know what?
They could say no.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And as on Twitter, it's mainly people other players around the world, like they're talking about it, but it's not affecting them like it's affecting the Western part of the world, which we live in.
Yeah.
It's like people like, the Marissa player that won over your video, she says she's probably going to be done.
Filmshep says she's done?
She tweeted about she's not happy about it.
Okay. I didn't even see her post.
Yeah. She might have took it down, I don't know. But I know she did tweet. So she was not happy about this. As Sajam was not happy.
Yeah.
And I know Sajam, Sajam has a lot of friends in the the gay community. Yeah. I always can't get the letters right, but he has a lot of friends in the community, you know, and he doesn't go over there. He's one of our best announcers for Street Fighter. So when they have EWC, he will not go over there. He will not.
Like, I know in the Siege community, I don't know if you're familiar with, what is his name? He's the caster. Oh, fuck.
Who, me or Quentin?
You. You know, because
talking to me.
Quentin doesn't watch like the pro.
Sorry, my bad.
The Siege pro league.
My bad.
I know his real name is Parker. Intero.
Okay.
He's one of the. He. In my opinion, he's the best caster for Rainbow Six Siege.
Right.
But he has very liberal views.
All right.
He refuses to go over there. He's like, I have my beliefs. They have theirs. I don't support their beliefs. I'm not going over there.
I respect that.
I respect
it because, like you said, sometimes your principles is worth more than money.
Absolutely.
So I don't care that they can pay me a buttload of money to cast this game. My beliefs.
Everybody has a price, right?
Unfortunately,
some people don't.
Majority of the world does.
There are certain things that I can put my beliefs aside for.
Right.
But everyone has those hard, fast beliefs. It's like, I don't care what you're paying me. I'm not doing this.
And then they be like, all right, $1 million just to come over here.
But even like, yes, there are a lot of people that's just like, you reach a big enough number, I'll do just about anything. I'm sorry, there is no amount that you can pay me to make me to denigrate being black. So someone from the KKK was like, I'll give you $18 billion to act like a monkey or whatever. I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not.
I just mean I said everyone has a price, obviously not seriously, but I just mean just to like show up. But again, you're asking them not to be themselves.
Yes.
Right.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
That's correct.
But what I'm saying is when I say everyone has a price, I mean, especially for them, like I know y'all were mad that they sold to them, but the owners of Evo had a price.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that's Saudi money. They can keep. They even did it with golf.
Yeah, the owners of Evo,
Remember,
I'm not mad at them for selling.
Yeah,
because once again, it's not a principal thing with them. It's just a business transaction.
Right.
It didn't matter who showed up and offered that money.
And that's kind of how I look at it with WWE. Like it's business.
But my thing is, I'm not mad at the WWE for holding those events in Saudi Arabia. I'm not mad at...
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not mad at WWE for that. What I would be mad at is if WWE is trying to say, hey, you're one of our wrestlers. I don't give a fuck if they're against your things. You have to go.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem.
Because, like, I know Sami Zayn is really against them, so I think he's never gone over there.
CM Punk was too, but I believe they was like, we kind of need you. But I believe,
and a lot of people really got on him about that.
Yeah,
because they're like, oh, you preach these things, but as soon as they offer you a check, you went over there.
You went over there,
yeah.
But they're like, I'm never going to be mad at someone who'd be like, my principles in this area, I am not budging on.
And to me, I wouldn't be mad because somebody that looks like, hey, my principals ain't paying my bills either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I get it from both sides.
I get it from both sides either.
I respect it if you're just like, nah, I have nothing to do with them, no matter how big the check is. I respect that.
Like, yeah, like,
you know,
to put it out there, I have a child that is part of that community. So me, even though I'll never play at the level those guys
that the pros
play at, I will never be that good, probably ever. But if for some reason they're like, hey, we want you to come over to Saudi Arabia and be part of the EWC for some reason or another, I'm not doing it because I have a child that is a part of that group. And I know that if I brought him, he would be discriminated against if he outwardly showed that he's part of that community.
Right.
Right.
So I don't care about money. I'll be broke and stick to that principle. But so I'm concerned on what this means.
Right.
Because once again, it's not just about what happens there. Can they start enforcing those rules here?
And if they do that'll be the death of Evo.
Absolutely. And which sucks because not everyone can go to Evo, you know, and so like there's people that still want to get it off their bucket list, you know, and we want all of us to go to Evo again.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And we have a good friend of ours that is in part of that community as well. You know,
I literally told Jazz I want to go. I was like, I want to go next year. She was like, Vegas? She was like, no, I'm going. I'm like, all right.
You'll be bored.
I'm like,
she'll be bored that she's gonna walk around all day, but hey, whatever, you know.
I mean, I'm gonna hit probably some shows and do stuff with her.
We spend all day in the convention center though, but I give you. But
see, I ain't gonna spend all day there.
We can, but but still, just like this is we don't like. It sucks. Like we just don't know what's going to happen. So everyone's kind of up in arms about. We're like, well, what's going to happen? You know, like you said with the whole cosplaying, people love to cosplay because these conventions, people that don't really talk to a lot of people in public, this is a chance for them to express themselves by wearing cosplays and just being out in the community that they love. Because we all feel accepted in that community.
Yes.
And you know, the FGC, it's a very welcoming community. Yeah, it has their D-bags in it, but it pretty much welcomes everybody. So we don't know what, like you said, we just don't know what's going to happen if they're going to start enforcing that stuff, you know, over here, because that's going to kill Eva.
Yeah.
You know.
I think just in case they try to do, whoever's listening, they should hold the Adult Video Awards in Vegas at the same time.
Hey, I would go to that. I don't care.
Hey, but that'd be hilarious. Like, oh, you can't cosplay in here, and there's like just stars right there.
Yeah,
like, that'd be great.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't.
Wait, is that where that's held at?
I would assume so. I'm gonna go one year.
Yeah, we should go.
I'm gonna go one year. Like, I believe it's in Vegas.
Go what? To what? I'm sorry, I was looking up
the Adult Video Awards.
Look, man.
I don't understand why we would go to that, but y'all go right ahead.
Why not?
Y'all go right ahead.
I don't understand why we wouldn't.
It's art. It's art.
Sure.
Here he go. But but like, so like you said, there's probably going to be, like you said, if they do have a Saudi and Evo, and like I know we had this talk about a while back. I think we had that conversation, like, but the too many Evos, it's kind of like losing its prestige.
Yeah.
Which I do agree, but I'm also glad they're doing this too, like open these other Evos, because not everyone can travel.
But my whole thing is, it doesn't have to be Evo.
Or it can be named as something else.
You can name it whatever
this
you
is true
want.
too. I agree with that too. Like,
but one thing I would like to see, based off of this whole backlash, is I wouldn't mind if some of the other ones expand, or not expand, get more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Combo Breaker, CEO.
Yeah, everyone's saying they're going to go to Combo Breaker and CEO now. That's what everybody's saying over here now.
I think it would be dope if, you know how they have teams? There's an entire team and their just whole logo is just rainbow. That would be great. Just to piss them off. Like, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, they're stuck in the past.
Yeah, well,
you know, but
yeah, you know, and but yeah, like it doesn't bother me. Like I know it doesn't bother you, and it doesn't bother you. You know, especially when you have a child in that community. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I understand it's business. I would honestly, I would never want to go there either.
Right.
Because I don't. First of all, like normally when I travel, who am I traveling with?
Your wife,
of course.
Right.
So I'm not going to take her somewhere where she needs to be uncomfortable,
absolutely,
or to feel like she can't, wear this or wear that because they don't like it. So I would never go there either, to be completely honest with you. So,
and I love the heat, and I think it's too hot over there.
Yeah.
That's too hot.
What, Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Now, if they paying me a couple $1 million, I'll be like, you mind staying here for a little bit? I'll just run over there real quick.
But my whole thing, like, one thing I will say is, like you were saying, you understand all sides of it. And we understand someone like Film Shep who said, not dealing with that anymore. I'm not going.
I respect that.
But I also want to point out what's one of the biggest members in the FGC of the LGBTQ plus community, Sonic Vox said, I'm still going to go, and I'm going to be gayer and louder than ever to fight against this whole thing.
Okay, see, the only that's you don't want to end up in like a Saudi jail or something stupid.
I don't think he's going to go to Saudi and do that, because
they'll kill him, won't they?
They can.
I'm about to say you don't want to do that.
You could be sentenced to death over there.
Yeah.
But Evo, France, Japan,
here,
Vegas,
absolutely. Then do that.
He said he's going to wave the trans flag, and like, dog, I applaud you for that, because
I would go and do that just to piss them off.
Right.
But
like, you can't do that on American soil.
No, fact.
But they can't do nothing to him there.
Yeah.
But it's just, But like I said, I wouldn't mind if someone like Sonic Fox or someone like some of the other larger, more well-paid and well-known members of the FGC is like, all right, we're going to band together. We're going to make our own thing.
Right.
We have because there are people that have the money to do such things.
I think it would be better if not better, but I would love to see like Sonic Fox win.
Yeah.
And be up there on stage and just be louder and gayer than ever. Like, that would be great.
That's what Sonic Fox said they're going to do.
Yeah, that would be great.
Said, grand finals, I'm going to be waving my trans flag.
I'd probably drop a match just, just to be like, no, I kind of want to see this. So,
right.
But I'm just like, some of the people saying, I wouldn't mind if some of the people like Justin Wong has pretty good money now.
Yeah.
Off of his thing.
Yipes.
Maximilian Dude has a crap ton of money right now. If they were to band together and say, we're creating something, or we're going to band together and make Combo Breaker the biggest event in the fighting game world, like, just to combat that, to be like, hey, we have a safe place for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We're going to create a safe place for you here. Come here. I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
No, and they would get a lot of support.
Yes.
Big time. Like just because the name alone, you know, like you said, Justin Walk, Sajam, another one, the Sajam Slams and stuff like that. Like the TNS, the Tampa Never Sleeps.
Yes.
Like, if they all band together, like it would get supported big time. Because TNS gets supported every day. Because there's a tournament every day for TNS. Right?
Yeah.
So
I just don't understand being stuck in the past. Like, come on,
yeah,
like, move on. Like things are
Have
changing.
changed.
Like, and I remember Malik said this a while ago, and I was like, I never like thought about it that way. Like, I don't have dislike for them. I have a little sister who I absolutely love, who is part of that community.
Mm-hmm.
And but I remember Malik like, why do you care who someone's sleeping with?
Yeah,
and that was like, I was like, I never like that. That's for real. Like, you literally just care about who someone's sleeping with. Like, you're not sleeping with them. What do you care?
But that's really the thing that, this is kind of a tangent, that bothers me about parents who be like, I don't want my son to be gay.
And that's what you were saying. And I was like, I remember you saying,
and I'm like, if you ultimately think about it, you're worried about who your child is fucking. And that's a really weird thing to think about, to really think about. That's really weird. Like, that's a weird thing to think, oh, who's my child going to be having sex with? That's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be thinking about that. That's really weird. Because ultimately, that's what it comes down to. It doesn't have a real major effect on their personality, so to speak. You can have a gay person that plays in the NFL. You can have a straight person that likes to do ballet. It doesn't affect their personality in the grand. Yes.
You calling ballet gay?
A lot of people consider ballet gay. Yes.
I'm just playing.
A lot of people consider men doing ballet, they're gay, which a lot of time they're not. But
is this your pimp? You know what I'm talking about? From the other guys?
Oh my goodness.
But my whole thing is, you can have a very effeminate gay man or a straight man and have a very masculine gay man. So it's not personality driven. Literally, the only thing that makes a difference is who they're sleeping with. And if you're really that concerned about that, that makes you very weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we got to see what comes of this.
Yeah, you know, the people who've been running Evo, like the organizers, the
Rick,
general manager.
Yeah, Rick. That's what I know. His name is Rick.
Yeah, they said they're still involved.
Yeah.
And they're going to still try to make sure everything is very inclusive.
Right.
Well, hopefully they keep it the same.
But there's only so much he can do, too.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like, if the people putting up the money says no, you can't really fight against it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
have to move somewhere else.
Yeah, like, you can't really fight. If the people fronting the money says no, no matter how much you want it to be inclusive, you can't go against them.
Right.
If you do, they're going to be like, okay, you're fired.
Period. So,
okay.
Yeah. That it?
Yeah, like
that's
I
about
said,
all I got.
The only thing I wish they would have said was when they said that they acquired it, I wish they would have said like right away, like, okay, but Evo over here is going to be the same or something. But again,
more details.
It still doesn't make it right for people around the world that's still, gay and stuff too. But
there's a lot of statements like Rick is saying that it's going to be the same.
Okay.
But it's like we just said, it's not really up to him.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's not up to him.
Yeah.
And even if the owners, Qiddiya, says it's going to be the same, they could be lying.
They can change whenever they want because it's theirs now. Yeah.
They could be lying.
Absolutely.
Correct.